Hi there, my name's Mark. I live in Swindon near the Cotswolds. My mum, after unfortunately losing my father, we bought a house. I bought her a house up in Grantham where she lives. And she was there for 6 years, but unfortunately she had mobility issues, so she had to go into a nursing home, which is a little bit sad, but she's in the best place now, which is good, and she's being looked after. So I had the house to sell. So basically, what I did, I was given somebody's name who did sort of online marketing of houses and everything, but didn't turn out to be very good. Unfortunately, it only got me 6 viewings in 6 months, which wasn't very good. I then moved on to a national company. They were better, but I found that they were only very reactive. They weren't very proactive, so they just sat there and waited for the phone to ring, and it wasn't happening, unfortunately. So I don't go up there very often, but there was a great big mound of post up there, and one of them was a letter from Springbok. And they said, we can sell your house quickly, we can get it sorted, blah blah blah, and that's how it all started basically. So it was good. So I called up and I spoke to Amy, who was just so nice, just put your mind at ease and all that sort of thing, and she went through all of the different ways that Springbok can help me to sell my house. My Alexa's going off. Alexa, stop. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Hopefully that'll be all right. Anyway, so so I spoke to Amy. She was, as I say, she was fantastic, and she went through all the different options of what I could do, from using Springbok as an estate agent and just carrying on how we were, because obviously Springbok, which are a little bit different to normal estate agents, have a lot of investors sat buying places where obviously a normal estate agent wouldn't have that. So so we went and did that to start with, and I worked with a guy called Joe, and he went through the process of that. But we decided then that it might be an idea to look down the cash buying route, which is obviously one of the products that Springbok do. And I was then moved to a lady called Annie, who was just, again, a fantastic lady. Nothing was too much of a problem. She was just amazing. Went through everything. We organised a surveyor to go and have a look at the property and everything. He couldn't understand why it hadn't sold either, and we then put it out to the investors. So an investor came along, and that was it. We agreed on a price, and it was actually sold in 21 days, which blew my mind. And Annie thought it might even be a little bit of a record. So she was as pleased as I was. So she organised a solicitor, which was included. Didn't have to pay any solicitor's fees. She also didn't charge me any fees from Springbok either. So the amount of money that I was promised, I got. So I was absolutely over the moon, basically. It was a brilliant way to sell your house from start to finish. Fabulous. Basically, as I say, the actual sale itself was literally 21 days from the agreed time. From the time that the guy actually said that he wanted to buy the property. So as I say, 21 days to sell a house is just absolutely incredible. So I was absolutely over the moon. I think my total time with Springbok was probably a couple of months, something like that, before we decided to go down the cash route rather than actually selling it sort of traditionally, if you like. So so that worked out brilliantly. So time scales, couple of months, and then 21 days to actually sell it. So incredible. I was just over the moon. There was some key, I mean, there were obviously some key differences using Springbok than actually using a traditional estate agent, and the main thing was communication. I'm a big communicator myself, and she was literally on the phone to me every day with an update. If I emailed her, she'd ring me back, which I found to be an amazing thing. Because emails, especially when you don't know somebody, emails are so sort of dry and everything. So, but she literally, if I'd always emailed her, she'd be back to me straight away. And if she was 10 minutes from my email, she used to apologise and say, "I'm so sorry, I haven't called you back earlier." I was like, "It was only 10 minutes ago. It's fine, honestly." But she really did work so hard to get the place sold. So that was amazing. And if you want to compare Springbok to the first guy, who literally never spoke to me, never called me, I think in 6 months I spoke to him twice. He did email, yes, but nothing. And literally, as I say, with the first guy, I had sort of 6 viewings. It was just ludicrous. So I just don't understand really why it didn't sell the normal way. But Springbok came to my rescue, and it all worked out brilliantly in the end. Okay, the reason I would recommend Springbok to anybody else is, as I said just now, communication. It was just faultless. I'm not just talking about Annie, I'm talking about Amy and Joe, and even the secretaries who I spoke to and everything, and the assistants that I spoke to there who, were calling me on their behalf if they were busy and everything. Absolutely second to none. Really, really good. Obviously, selling a house can take months and months and months, sometimes even years. And as I said, 2 months with Springbok from the day I opened that letter to the day we sold it. And when I actually got the sale, 21 days. Absolutely incredible. It was really, really amazing. So I was chuffed a bit. The other thing about using Springbok is they have investors on the phone, loads and loads and loads of them, where a traditional estate agent wouldn't have that. Again, it's the reactive versus the proactive. Obviously, Springbok are much more proactive. They're ringing round different investors and everything who are looking to build up their portfolios and everything, and that's basically how I sold my property. So that worked out really, really well. As far as the people, as I said just now, I can't praise them highly enough. I've written some lovely reviews online for them all and everything. They just seem to really love their job and actually want to help you and be there for you. Sometimes when I used to ring the other estate agents, it was they almost sighed because it was me, and everything. And again, I'm a communicator and I need to know what's going on, especially as my property is 140 miles away from where I live in Swindon. So that to me was a massive comfort. And if I look through the list on my phone of the number of times that Annie called me or I called her, it's tens and tens and tens over that small amount of time. But it meant the world to me that she was doing everything she possibly could to sell my property. Well done, Springbok.